What's going on, everybody? This is Hunter. I hope you guys are having a wonderful day. Today I've got an awesome dual entry rear kitchen with a half bath fifth wheel, and this is probably a brand that you haven't seen before in the luxury fifth wheel segment. This is the 2026 Puma Mesa 384RKH, and that's going to stand for rear kitchen half bath, kind of like what I said. I'm going to do a couple quick little hitters here on the exterior, kind of starting off with a couple of the basic specs, which I will have more of that down below in the description. But you have a GVWR overall weight, fully loaded up, of just about 16.7 with an overall dry weight capacity of 2,445. And I'm sorry, carrying capacity. That makes a dry weight of 4,200 roughly. Now, this is going to be something that you have seen on the channel before, even though this is a new brand. Today, I'm down at Plant 410 here in Middlebury, Indiana, where they actually make the Columbus and the River Ranch, because they are now in charge of making the Puma. And if you guys have seen a lot of my videos before, I've always said Columbus is the best kept secret in the industry. Well, now they have a name of Puma as well to pair up with it. It's going to be a fantastic pairing. It's one of the best value propositions in the entire RV industry. Starting off with the front cap, you have a molded fiberglass front cap with a 2-inch thick spray foam interior, which a lot of brands simply aren't doing. They're also going to be 16 on center for the roof itself, and they're using a 2.5-inch truss as opposed to a 1.5. It's also only going to be 5 pieces laid down, so you only have 5 seams on the roof, which is nice compared to 8 to 10 to most of the other parts of the industry. They're also using Azdale inside and outside the walls for the walls themselves. So, you know, on a Luan backed camper, basically, if water was to seep in through the roof, you have a leak, an uh-oh moment, something that shouldn't be happening. That material absorbs water and can cause delamination, while the Azdale, the composite material, does not. So, not to say that water's not an issue, it's less of an issue in a brand like this. They're also using composite floors for the slides and for the floor for their living room. So it's a lot more of a high-end finish there for you as well. I mean, you can see it right there, nice and sturdy, but again, it's not wood, which I think is nice. You got your pass-through storage right into here, so you're gonna see controls for your 6-point hydraulic auto leveling. You also have a sprayer for the outside shower, which I'll show you that here in a second in their docking station, but you're also gonna get an easy cord reel as well, so you don't have to worry about lugging around that power cord. It shows off some of the aluminum frame construction. One thing too, underneath the bed they do a little differently, is they also add in aluminum under the bed, which is nice. If you go shopping, make sure to check under these beds for some of these luxury brands. A lot of them are just using a 1-inch pine, which not a big fan of. You got your docking station right here. So you got a water filter, your different pull valves, black tank flush, which is a sprinkler system for your poop tank. And then of course, you know, you have, your water fills, bypass valves, and then hot and cold water in the form of an outside shower. You're also going to get 12-volt heated pads, so heated and enclosed underbelly with the tank heaters, which a lot of brands are coming with. Nothing too crazy there. Sewer outlet connection and dual axle as well. So these are a little bit of a beefed up axle there for you. I also like how they're doing the slide topper as well. Now, a nice thing, you know, about this brand in general is they haven't quite gotten the price up to where I think they probably could be, which, you know, I'm a man of the people, so I'm pretty happy about it. I sent a ton of people when I was at Hershey to go and check this out, and their sales did pretty darn well as a result. So this is a brand, I highly encourage you to look at Columbus, River Ranch, and Puma, which I don't say about any other brand. I love the people, I love the pricing, and I like the construction aspect to it as well. Here on the back, you're gonna get the towing package. So 3,000 pound of tow rating, 300 pound hitch rating, and of course your 4-way flat. So if you need to pull something behind you, you can. Your 50 amp cord connection right here. And then you have a ladder to get on top of your fully walkable roof. It's actually gonna be big boy friendly too. Again, because of those thicker, wider truss, just a little bit more beefiness to it. Makes it a little bit heavier, but nothing too crazy. You got your backup camera right on over there. And then this is gonna be the rear entry to the rear kitchen, which it's colder than bejeebers. I'm in, you know, shorts and sandals. I packed the wrong bag, that is for sure, and I'm dying for it. So I'm trying to keep all the warm air in, I guess so you could say. Awning right here. So slide topper over on this side, which is a little bit of a rarity. So it's cool to have the campsite have a slide that's in between the two doors, or have a slide topper rather. Basically keeps all the stuff off your camper, and hopefully again keeps out some of those leaks. And then you do have the awning here and the awning there. So pretty darn nice. You also have your hot water heater located right over here, which is a little different, along with your basically your plate for your furnace. And I like how it's able to be screwed off to be a little bit more easily maintenance. In the front, you'll see your hydraulics and all of that right there. You can see the 6-point hydraulic auto leveling and another one going in the back. But like I said, 2026 Puma Grand Mesa 384RKH. You can also look this up in the Columbus. So half bath floor plan. You got your bedroom right here, a huge bathroom up in the front. Love to see that. And what do you guys think about the blade lighting? You're also going to get a really nice size closet here as well. We'll get back to that half bath. Just want to give you a little peek-a-rooney. But man, decor wise, it'll be the exact same thing as the Columbus. So if you've seen a Columbus, at this point you might want to move on. I hope you don't, but if you do, maybe drop a comment and say what's up. Dual opposing slides here in the living room, and you can see the features in here are a little bit smaller than a lot of your mid-living. Like you don't have a 3-seater cushion over there, but that'll pull out to make a full-size bed. That's a power theater seating right here. So it'll lay back nice and flat, perfect for a good snoozer. It's also going to be directly across from your TV, fireplace, and a mantle, maybe for like remotes or, you know, your wife's plants. My wife would have plants all over this thing. And you do have just a little guy for the fan, and you got the speakers. But also notice no exposed ACs. They're using the Whisper Quiet system. So a little bit quieter, a little bit more efficient, a little bit more, you know, conducive to having a conversation. Now this over here, they switched it up to the cloth. So you got cloth on this side, cloth on that side, leather over here, or pleather, I guess you could say, kind of RV leather, whatever you want to call it. Can't use real leather, because when it gets cold and gets warm, it would actually crack a whole bunch. That's why they don't do that, in case you needed to know. Some of the tall slides in the game, too. You're looking at 6'10" here for the Puma Mesa and the Columbus line, which is going to result in big windows and big breezes. Let me go ahead and put this bad boy on airplane mode real quick. Shoot, did I just stop my video? No, I think we're still on. I just got a text from somebody, and must be attached to Wi-Fi. So big windows, big views, big breeze. I like how it's got all 4 of the windows open up. Almost a panoramic window. That'd be really cool with a nice little view ski. So right there, you got the J shades, you got the night shades, the old half Dracula, and the full Dracula. Stop the old skin from sizzling. I mean, who likes sun? I know I sure don't, and you're not going to force me to like it in the Puma. I like that. Big light fixture guy. I think that's pretty neat looking. And then you got your table with the no knee knockers where you can sit down for 4, you know, play some euchre, play some games, have yourself a good time down at the campground while overlooking maybe a cool fire, lake, or something like that. And then you got a place where you can do a little stowaway, maybe put some cards in there. Now coming back into the kitchen, I do really enjoy the fact that it has its own entrance. I imagine down at the campground playing some games, having some fun, you know, tearing it up in the woods, just kind of doing your thing. You can come in and out, grab yourself a cold can of apple juice, and, you know, keep on moving without mucking up the rest of the camper. But you got solid surface countertops all throughout. Babe, if you're watching, I love you. And then you can see enough. Oh, gosh, almost something just popped in my ankle. That was crazy. Whew. So I hadn't had that feeling before. That was wild. 12-volt refrigerator right here. 2 pull-out trays in the bottom. It's got the travel lock, so I won't open that up here for us today. But adjustable shelving. I like that for all your dry food. You got tons of stuff you can put on in there. And then 2 pull-out drawers, the bottom one being much larger. And then up here, you got a ton of space. And that's going to continue above the refrigerator here too as well. And just kind of keep going. Let me open up one of these for you so you can kind of get an idea of what the storage is looking like there. You also got a little ledge about 1 knuckle deep. Magic Chef microwave. So that's going to be a more residential style microwave there for you. It's got veggie mode, it's got popcorn mode, it's got potato mode, and snack menu. What else could you need in life? Another thing that's cool, the door that was locked on the outside, that is for this. So you put a little trash can in there, and then you go out, you pop it out, you throw it in the dumpster, you know you're ready to rock. A little power tower, so wireless on the top. 2 outlets, USB and universal C here, and then you can see, you know, more storage down below. It's also got the little metal wire to stop you from banging into your 4-top burner to whip up all the fixings, along with enough room to cook a turkey, baby. We either have Thanksgiving coming soon or it's already passed, but either way, I hope you got to enjoy it with some family. I know I got Thanksgiving's gonna be pretty cool for me this year. My parents never, you know, got married as kids or anything, but they all get along really well. So My dad's side and my mom's side, we're all combining Thanksgiving this year, much like we did 2 years ago. It's always a blast. I got 6 siblings, 3 on each side, so it's pretty cool for me to be able to share that with all of them. So pretty darn neat. Stainless steel undermounted bowl with the high-rise faucet. Whoosh, 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 hitting those dishes from all angles. I didn't mean to do that. I meant to smack that little balloon there. That's to catch winter freeze, by the way. Somebody always, ends up asking me. Outlet over here too, and now we're kind of back into the living room. So, we kind of already went over it, but you got a smart TV. Can maybe use a little bit of a larger TV. So right here, you got your control panel. So you got your fuse box right there. Control panel right here. So all your awnings, your slides, your different lights, your water heater, whether you want to be gas or electric, and then water pump, and then your tank heater, which are going to be those 12-volt pads to stick onto the bottom of your tanks. And then right here is for your zone 1, 2, and 3. And there is going to be a heat pump on one of them as well. So a little bit more electric heat. This is going to be your half bath. So even though this is going to be a couples coach, having the bathroom kind of be a private suite back there, if you have guests coming in, that'd be a good spot, for them to sit down and kind of take care of business there. Porcelain foot flush throne, as well as the stainless steel sink right there. You got a mirror to show off the old bowling gun, baby. And then you also got, more storage here. Place for maybe some, detergents and whatnot, up there. Again, soft close. I like the black glass insert there as well. And then you're also going to be washer and dryer prepped, or you have adjustable shelves that you can completely remove, however you want that experience to be. Coming up into the bedroom, it's pretty crazy how much space you get, because there's not a slide over on this side, but it feels like there's a slide on this side. But you do get a slide out over here with a king bed. And like I was saying on the exterior, it's something to look at when you're shopping, because I think it's important. I'm a bigger guy, putting your knee down. You don't want 1-inch pine. You want that thing to be aluminum frame construction, baby. Outlets on both sides. You'll find one here and then one down there. You also notice the windows on each side open up. King bed with countertops on either side and overhead storage as well. Smart TV with 2 emergency exits. So both of you can get out if something happens. Couple pull-out drawers right there. And then I like it a lot. You got a little laundry hooper. Yeah, that's pretty cool. And then you're into the bathroom, man. And I think this is pretty darn snazzy. You got the dual vanities, a charging port right in between that pulls up. So one of those pop tops. And then you got, another mirror for another gun, another one, and another one. Porcelain foot flush throne here. One-piece shell, one-piece fiberglass shell for the shower with the Tri-Glide glass series. And then, you open this up and you're ready to rock. Probably about 6'4" for clearance here and probably like 6'8" there. So pretty darn incredible. For the tall people, this would be, a good option there for you. And I like this closet. What do you guys think? Little his and her action. You're good to go, baby. Plenty of hanging room. And then you also have the little front closet nook over there, a couple pull-out drawers, and you are ready to rock. But, all right. Well, it's kind of a shorter tour, I think, with doing the outside first. But, hey, you try some things. You learn some things. You call it a day. But, all right, again, it's the 2026 Puma Mesa 384RKH. My name is Hunter. Have a great day. See you.